Hi, welcome back to Tammy Talks About. So if you happen to catch Rob's Rules live stream last night, you'll know that I was on the panel on there. And we talked about some of the different evidence or so-called evidence that A.H. claims to have in the case. She even used it in the UK trial and is planning on using it in the upcoming trial in Virginia. One of the things we talked about was the picture of the supposed hair that Johnny supposedly ripped from her head in a violent attack. The problem is we know she's full of it. And as many of you saw last night, I used my hair to show what she used for her hair clipping. And it got me thinking, why don't we recreate that picture? And her hair is very thin, as you can tell. Mine is very thin, and most women of a certain age, we all, look, it's not a big secret. Most of us wear some form of hair extension, hairpiece, wig. There's nothing wrong with it. It is what it is. But what I decided to do is I have a halo hairpiece, as you can see. And I thought we would recreate the very likely scenario as to how she got the lovely picture that she claims is Johnny ripping out her hair. So as you can see, I'm going to take a chunk of this. It wasn't a very large piece, and I will put the picture up when we're through so that you can compare the two and see how closely they match. I just got a regular pair of scissors, and it's a couple inches long, so we're going to take a good size, it was several inches long, so we're going to take a good size piece here and cut it out. Okay, so very simple, all of a second, needed no help, and we have our piece of hair. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the picture, should be coming up right about there, and let's compare. And as you can see, just like in the picture, there's no roots. It's all, you can see it looks like dead ends, much like in the picture. Let me just kind of turn that where you can see. It does look like dead ends all in the picture, just like in the picture. It's just a little tuft of hair, and if this were laying on a carpet as she did in the picture, you can see where it's very, very similar. That's how easily she could have created this evidence. Now, you know, I can't say 100% without a doubt, but I mean, you know, look, it was that simple. It's that simple. And if you didn't know any better and you walked in on this and this was laying in the floor, you know, you could see where somebody might think that that's actual hair. I mean, let me see if I can hold it up here. Let's see where that could be mistaken for my own actual hair. You know, that could have easily come from my head. Problem is, it didn't. And I mean, I could have done that just as easily with my own hair, but I'm not cutting my hair off because that witch did. Excuse me, forgive me for saying that. That's my own opinion. And actually, that's an insult to people who practice Wicca and who claim to be witches everywhere. So please forgive me. I will never use that term again. But as you can see, this is just a fake piece of hair that, you know, more than likely with her being an entertainer and having access to hair people and makeup and all that good stuff. I mean, our own Keely Talks has demonstrated how the Sun edited the picture that she used in evidence to make it look like that she was really beaten. Well, I mean, we've already seen how she's faked evidence left and right. So it's real simple. Took less than a minute to do. And I have no doubts that that's exactly what she did. More than likely, she used an extension or something. She may have even cut a piece of her own hair. I mean, I could have grabbed a piece of my hair and cut something that would have looked very similar. You know, it wouldn't be hard to do because, see, ends are broke. I could cut that right there and it would be very, very similar. So it's just so frustrating. But at the same time, it's slightly funny. This woman, I don't think she ever thought that this was going to get to the point it did. And I think that's why she didn't go to any more trouble than she did to get her evidence. I think she thought that Johnny would take one look at it and be like, oh, well, I'll give you whatever you want. And the problem is she never bothered to get to know this man. And she never bothered to understand the man that he is. And with anyone, when you're backed into a corner, which is what she did with Johnny, you know, you can't be responsible for what happens when you back someone into a corner. And Johnny has come out, gloves off, swinging, and he has destroyed her evidence. If anyone can possibly take her serious once this gets to court, it will shock me. And furthermore, as for the judge in the UK trial, I know he is retiring. He deserves to be brought up on something for this. I don't know if he can be charged. I don't know if they can cut his retirement, but something should happen because it's been made clear time in and time out that there's way too many connections. He should have recused himself to begin with. And the fact that he found this laughable evidence credible. This is supposed to be a learned man. This is supposed to be an intelligent man who is supposed to hold himself to a higher standard. But either money or threats, one of the two, maybe a combination of both, or even seeing to that his son kept his job. They won out over what is right. But in the end, truth is going to set this whole thing free. So I hope you enjoyed just that little quick look at how easily that evidence could have been made. If you have some other things you want to talk about as far as evidence in this case, I am working on a video that is going to encompass all of Johnny's evidence. I have a video I'm going to try to do for Valentine's Day. And I've got a lot of stuff coming up. I'm going to be doing some different things. I'm doing some research on some different things. I hope you'll enjoy it. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up. Tell me down below what you'd like to talk about. Please like this video, share this video. I'd really love for this channel to grow. I'm having so much fun doing this, and I intend on going to Virginia for the trial. My intentions are to live stream nightly. And I would love for you to be a part of this. But I need to know that there's enough people that's interested in listening to me every day before I go and spend the money it will cost for me to go to Virginia. So if you really want me to do this, and if you want this to become something amazing, help me grow. Help me get, I don't know, my next goal is 200 subscribers. Help me get to 200, and let's go from there. But until next time, be blessed. Thank you. And I'll see you next time.